Hello and welcome back. Right, let's remind myself what jobs we've got to do. Did we take any contracts on last time? We did indeed. Spraying and fertilising. We should get those going first. And let's check my own fields. What month are we on? November. Right, we've just harvested. It's alright, I know it's a bit confusing, but on my other Let's Play, I'm literally just ready to plant, so it's quite confusing sometimes when you jump from one to the next. Right, let me just check. So if that is the case, yeah, do we need... No, we don't need any lime. Just harvested. And we have got weeds. We don't need to plough. And we only need very tiny bits of lime, but I think they're on those weird bits that we can't really get to, so that's fine. Episode-28 does need weeding, but we're going to plant again, so the weeds are going to grow again. Okay then, so then there's no... Well, there is. We could, I suppose, do a fertiliser, splash of fertiliser. Where is our fertilising machine? I believe it is where we left it yesterday. We only have our... Oh no, we have a big tractor there as well. Right, let's have a look. Let's go find... I believe we did leave... Yeah, we did. Right, did we... No, we did not fill... Let's just remind myself what is the fertilising field. It is field 4, which is the top of the map. Okay, let's first of all fill these up. Now we do know we need excellent, 92, that will do me nicely. Okay, that should. Let's send that up to field 4. Rex, create job. Field 4. No. Field work. I should say, let's go this side this time. Because I always go wrong and it misses and stops on that bit there. Let's have a look. Okay. She, lady driver. They next have our spraying job, which is on field 19, which I believe is the top section still, one of the last fields just near 20, which is near the... This is without looking, I'm not looking. It's just behind the opposite the sawmill, almost. So let's get that, and let me just have a look. Let me just zoom into that. I'm not sure, I can't remember if we needed to grab some more spray. Although field 9, we'll have a go. We will have a go, because if I remember rightly, field 19 is not massive. We'll be close. We will. But let's have a go. It's up that hill over there. We'll go down the nice little field sections. Zoom in a bit, I feel like a tiny little ant. Now then, let's... Yeah, we're going to need to do some repairs again. Just for a change, of course. Not that, of course, we have to repair every time we use the vehicles. Oh, no. This is definitely a foreign and weird thing since FS19. I know we've always needed to repair, but in FS22 it's like completely different beast to FS19. So expensive. Let's just have a look. I'm trundling towards... Ooh, what was I saying about a not very big field? I somehow think we're going to need some more spray, so let's change our mind. In fact, yeah. This is the one time we will let... we shall let that trundle. And we shall send that to our yard. Set destination. Our yard. Smashing. young man. You are not blocked by an object at all. How's the other one doing? Ooh, about to start. Excellent. Okay then, do you know. Oh, not telling me you're doing the round and round in circles bit again. Do you know, I can't. This is getting silly. Gordon Bennett, ridiculous. Right, okay. You were stopped manually because you were just going round and round in circles, wasting my money, and I have got better things to do than to spend money on absolutely nothing. Let's do this job manually then, and save ourselves a small fortune, especially when people are going to go round in circles. Ridiculous. Yes, our money is doing quite well. Quite chuffed at this. Just have a quick look. Did we check the daily deals? My favourite part of the day. We did. Yeah. I'm trying to think about the that header though. We are going to need one. Actually, it's a long time off, isn't it, really, to be honest? We are in the sugar first if we're going to be buying anything. I think that's what I said when I did look at it. There's not really much point at present in buying that whilst we need so much sugar gear. It's unbelievable. So if I was to buy anything, I'd be either paying the loan off or buying sugar related equipment. Far out by just a tad. Okay. We try to do this more by feel than anything, I think. For saying this is not very big, it's hard to see the shadow. We're saying how good some crops are and how bad others are, and this is normally the smaller crops that aren't very big, very high, are easy to see, but this one is actually quite difficult. For saying it's small, can't see the normal shadow, which is a bit. I can see that though. I can see that. Still a bit further than that. I can go out. Let's not waste my spread. No, my line's still good. I can see it's a weird shaped field. I think I'm coming out a little bit. Oh. Yeah. See you, I think. You can see the shadow coming up. Brilliant, that's the sprayer. Wow. $300 just for literally riding there. That's... God, Bennett. I remember when it would cost you that to actually get a worker to do an entire field. Not anymore. It's just a little bit. There's a bit I've missed. Oh no, actually I'm quite happy with that. Just a tiny bit around the edge. That's good enough for me. Not bad. Right, we shall. I've got enough to do a couple of little contracts if anything comes up this end, so I'm not going to like rush down. Let's go grab the spray unit and fill that up. Get the spray unit done. I'd forgotten it was such a large field. What we'll do is we shall send him up, give him the job, but we shall actually do it ourselves. Oops, he's gone up there. Smashing. Let's send this up to the top. And we'll take up what's his. What's he's gone? So. Create job. Field work. And about there. Go. Right, actually thinking about this. We could. Yeah, we could actually, thinking about this, we could actually, yeah, no fertiliser is there. Let's grab the fertiliser. And bring that down to the yard. And we shall. Right, let's have a look. Is there anything we can do? Let's have a look in whether we need to stick any sugar beet or. Oh no, we did that, didn't we? Yeah, definitely did that. That's amazing. Okay, we know our loan is huge. We also know we've finished a contract. Let's check for the other contracts to see if there's anything else come in meanwhile. No, there is not. I want to remind myself of what we've actually got in our garage. Just to, I always find this quite difficult when you go from, now there my trailers, I know my potatoes, I know my beet. Yeah, just the header. Would forgotten we'd got the. That's the last thing we bought, isn't it? So we've got mower and. Of course, I'd forgotten we bought that as well. Oh, do you know, I have been silly. Could have actually gone with the main tractor to get that. I've got to be looking. Yes, I'd forgotten that we bought that. Oh wow. Bale loaders, of course we bought that trailer because it was very, very reasonable. I'm glad we're looking at this. Sprayers, we know that planter, the little falcon planter, that's going into sugar beet, of course. Subsoiler, we know we've got that already. Sugar cane, only we do need to get the planter. Yeah, fantastic. I'm up to scratch now. So yes, we could have actually gone to get our new Lima stroke fertiliser instead of bringing the other one down, but it's not a waste of time. But we'll tell you what we can do though, we can go and do it now. Let's go grab the other one, the new one. I'll grab a couple. In fact, let's drop the weight off. We'll go and grab a couple of pieces of equipment from the yard, the shop even. Waste time faffing around. Bring a couple of things back. Got the loading wagon. In fact, we should have quite a collection there now, to be honest, because we've been over the past few months bought quite a few absolutely fantastic deals. The only bad thing about second-hand equipment is if you ever wanted to sell them, they are pretty much worthless. But I can live with that. If it means us being able to, wow, look at that little lot. Right, we'll grab the sugar beet topper. Sorry, we shall grab the planter and the fertiliser stroke limer. Let's repair these. Oh wow. Which is fantastic. That needs repairing. And repair. Excellent. Let's drop these back home. There's a top up well here. Smashing. Wow, I think we're doing quite well. So we've got grass equipment ready, we've got the mower already, and now we've got the loading wagon, so we can deal with loose. Would like, when we do go into mowing, whether we have to buy it or not, to buy the front mower, because with that mower as well, it's actually got a fairly decent spread. Aha! Right, we should top our fertiliser spreader, the one that we use for contracts, up. We shall drop planter down. Let's grab this. We shall test our new fertiliser spreader. Or shall we? Shall we use that more for lime? We could actually. Next time we grab the telehandler over. Let's just use this as fertiliser and that one as lime. That way we're not going to have to keep ejecting out. Right. Let's top this up. Must remember that on the floor is lime. It's not fertiliser. And that's seeds. We must get the telehandler over to actually put that in when we need to. Right, let's do one splash of fertiliser. Let's get this sorted. Manually, of course. To do a little tiny bit on that. No, I shouldn't actually. I should pretty much sort it, looking at that. Yeah, there's definitely some weeds on this. Let's have a look. Oh, there's bits that need lime still. That actually are. Let's go and see how these sprayers do it. Ah, it's just there. Right. Okay. Oh, he was going round and round as well. Oh well. Just wasting money. Do you know, it's that when you put them on the fieldwork one, it really is rubbish. Let me just check field 19. You've not done any weeding, have you? No, you definitely have not. Okay then, let's get this party started, as they say. Ah, yeah, the little weeds, I can see them. Let's get this done then. And manually, this is a decent contract actually, a good payout. It'll take us a while though. Well, long enough to do a time lapse? I don't quite think so, not to be honest. Plans for the future. Yes, to get our money up. We know we've got to get out of debt, but I think we need to push on a little bit. We've got to push on with our the works that we've already got planned. We've got the beginnings of our sugar beet technology. We've got 2 fields now. We've got to move the sugar production once that's completely empty, but that's going to be well through next year, almost to harvest time, I think, to be honest. So yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. In March we've got our fields to plant, so yes, and all the way, this is the best time of year for selling the sugar it's slightly higher than other times of the year. I think I'm almost sure I'm right in saying that. So yes, I think normally we'd get about 11 grand. This time of year you tend to get 14 to 15,000 with the selling option. I did on my other Let's Play on Elm Creek, so I would imagine, well, the time of years doesn't change, so that is definitely true. So we should do the best over the next 3 or 4 months, only slightly. It only changes it slightly, but nevertheless it's the best prices over the next few months, which is good. If we don't, this is a funny time for contracts as well. We're not likely to get many really good ones over winter, so we shall see what happens. And if we don't get any decent contracts, we should just like sleep through until we do start to get some good contracts, or it's time to plant, whichever one comes first. So now I'm not sure, because I think this is my 3rd year with our sugarcane field, so I don't know if it just dies off. I was told, and again this is FS22, so I don't know if it's still exactly the same, that you used to get 3 harvests out of sugarcane before you needed to replant. So I don't think I've ever done 3 years of a sugarcane harvest. I think the only other time I did sugarcane was in Goldcrest Valley in FS19, and I think it's weird with Goldcrest Valley. It's a lovely map, but I never got into it. It was a bit like Lone Oak. I think I tried the Lone Oak map about 4 times, and the very last time I played the Lone Oak map was absolutely fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed it. In fact, so much so that I would say my Lone Oak in FS19 was my favourite content that I've created so far. It just flowed. There was just something special about it. Just really, to me as a content creator, that doesn't mean to say it's, to those watching it's fantastic, which, well, I hope it is, of course, but that's subjective to people's taste. But it was truly my absolute favourite. A little bit of storytelling in it, but not to the point. It was more like I tried to work along with the map, and I think I did quite a good job of that, because with Lone Oak it's one of those maps where you could quite easily there's a lot of free periphery, a lot of I could either wood chip or go into forestry if that's your thing, because you get lots of free forests on that, and it's so easy. You'd be hard pressed not to make it pay, because of the fact that obviously there's so much periphery with wood on that you could actually do, even to make fields on some of them, not all. Some were really knobbly, the ground was really uneven, so you couldn't have done that. You couldn't cut trees down and then done what as giants often say, cut a forest down and make a plough a field. On some of those you couldn't, but it was easy to make money. So because of that, I didn't want that to destroy our efforts. I wanted it to still be start from scratch, where I didn't abuse the free gift that Bullet Bill had made on Lone Oak, and I actually did come up with like a story feature on that to stop us abusing the free periphery. So yeah, and I think it worked quite well. I was quite chuffed. The only thing that really did gut me was I needed to cut a path through the forest to get to the proper farm, and it was at that point that I'd said about the storyline, and that obviously before I owned that forest, but the storyline meant that after that time I didn't, so I was working them in as a collective, which then meant that all of the wood and digestate that I got from the wood and the chips, you'd have the manure. Actually no, I did that work thinking about it. Right, I need to pop out now. What was it that created? I know what it was. Yeah, I put the wood chip in as. Yeah, you'd have to watch it for it to make sense, and that's not me plumbing for you to watch it. I'm just saying it's a bit complicated, and the rules have changed between FS19 and 22. So I'll subject to say that I had a great demand on one of the products that I was then giving to the collective, as I called them, the collective farmers, which was rather gutting, because it did mean that I would have made, I think it was 1 million, and literally the collective were given, I think I received 10% of the work that I'd done, which would have been 1 million, which was 100,000, which I used to pay off to buy some land that became mine, so that I basically bought the land that had been mine as free periphery, but I'd actually paid for it to the collective. It's I thought it actually worked quite well, but yeah, it is funny. Obviously, I'm thoroughly enjoying the Elm Creek map as well, and again, start from scratch, the same as on this. Only on the Elm Creek map, I gave myself a tougher challenge, I believe, but I did have some good luck as well. So it was sort of, I thought it worked quite well. I paid the 200,000 loan off on that one, so I only had the 300,000, which did mean it was very tight, really tight. But as a stroke of luck, one of the first machines that was on special was actually one of the sugar beet harvesters. So again, I went into sugar productions, bought one field, and obviously leased the planter, but I actually did get the sugar beet harvester, which meant I could actually harvest quite reasonably. So yeah, that worked out really well. But I've really, on that, we've had some exceptional luck with the special offers. Last couple of episodes, I've just got a super duper planter. I've only got one tractor on that episode, but because of the amount of work, a bit like on this one, I'm doing nearly all the contracts myself. In fact, I am on that. It's a rule on my Elm Creek that only me can work unless it's on our fields. It's alright for me to hire workers on our fields if I need one, but it's not alright to actually have a contractor to work on other people's fields. That is the rule I've set on that Let's Play, because I'm just leaving that as one rule, because it makes a change. Normally I've hired workers, although not so much on this either, but it's not a rule on this. I'm never set, well, I can't have a worker. And that doesn't include, the only exclusion I've got on that, which I didn't really say, is the fact that I'll send a worker from one place to another. I just don't have anybody working on fields. Oh, do you know, I realise I've actually just broken that rule on that Let's Play. On the last contract I did, I was so intense on finishing that contract that actually I broke my rule. I basically took the sugar beets to the railway, and while I did that, I left the AI worker carrying on the contract. Not for long, but technically I did break my own rule, which is naughty. I hate doing that. I would never do it on purpose. I'm going to have to pay proper attention. It's annoyed me now. Right. Where does the weeds go? I look for where the burnt ones are. Where the blackened ones are. I see them coming up now. Hate that. That was the rule I set, and I didn't even think it was. I was tired when I did it, but I would never do it consciously. Not that that makes me feel better. I hate it when you break your word. I always think your word is your bond. Have I done these? I have, haven't I? I'm actually going over the same bit that I've already done. That's better. That's green. Let's see that now. Let's find my line. There, I can see you. Coming up. Actually, yeah, not quite right. See the nice green ones. Oh, we're not far off. Actually, looking at, oh, I don't know. No, there's still quite a way. It's a funny shaped field, isn't it? I can see the big square bits, but I am doing quite well. It is getting smaller. Gets a certain point and you realise these squares very small. We're not quite there yet, though. Will we finish this? I think we will. I don't think we'll run out. There's still quite a bit to do. This centre section's quite large. Yes, one thing I did get very lucky on my Lone Oak series was I got one of the really big sprayers. One of those, I can't think of the new manufacturer, but that one of those, the bluey sort of coloured ones with a really, I think 36 metres spread. They've not got the Covenant one, have they? That's the 40 metre yet. But that is, I think, the best one, 36 metres. It really is quite nice, and I got that for 20 odd grand, I think it was, which I thought was super duper. Got a minute. Seems to have lost my way a bit, actually. It all looks... Just quickly stop the spray 1 second. Yeah, I've veered off. Yeah, I've made a mistake. I'm gonna say all I can see is green. Let's try and fix that mistake. That's better. I could see I'd lost my line. I could see the darkened bits that I had sort of killed. Ah, there we are. It's darkened as well. When it's this vivid though, the green, it is actually hard sometimes to look at it. Right, let's see you. There we go. There we are. See, that's darkened there. That's green. Oh, it hurts your eyes. It really does. Darkened stuff. Now then, where does the... No, that's still light green. You can see it. Wow, this field is big. Are we going to do it, I wonder? Aha. There we go. I see it. Right, here's the edge of the... Oh yeah, this is going to be close. Very close. Yes, I've been quite... the one thing I was well chuffed with, I got the Great Plains that's only just was released a couple of days ago. It was in the middle of winter and it was 70% off. So it's 142,000. I got it for 45,000. 18 metre spreader. On that, I've only got the one tractor, but it is a one of the cases. The 72, well, it was 7210, but I've upgraded it to the 7250, so it's 261 horsepower. It can just about manage, it's on the edge, it's 280 horsepower really, but it can actually manage it, but it's obviously slightly slower than it should be. But it's fantastic that I got that. That was an absolute coup. I could not believe that. I should be getting quite close now, actually. Just quickly switch that off. Yeah. There's a bit of a patch I've missed as well by the look of it over that side, but we'll do the main stretch, and if it's not finished we should just in fact, yeah, I can see the green of the here. I can see a big patch. Quite yes, I was well chuffed with that, really chuffed. I got that on such a special, that was amazing. Aha, see, that's That's proper green now. Let's look for the green again. I can't see. There it is in the middle. Bit just there. Bit of a strip all the way along here. Then I do need to look on the map because this looks to me like I've nearly finished this patch. Can't see much more green. I don't know. No, this is quite a big patch. Ooh, 372 litres. Wow. This is gonna be close. Gut tells me I'm gonna do it, but I'm not sure. It's gonna be close. Yay, fantastic. Just get this little bit of light green I can see left. Don't like missing. No, not everyone feels the same way about this, but if I was in real life I'd finish it, so I just feel strongly about it. There we go. Let's fold that up. Yeah, I think we'll literally, yeah, we will. In fact, we'll run this down ourselves. I just don't know, it wastes time. This is the last contract. What I'll do is, whilst I'm busy, I don't mind a couple of hundred going down to the yard. So, let's grab that and let's set a destination of our yard. And let's grab the contract and collect. Yeah, there's no more contracts coming in. So, with no further ado, I am going to sleep the night away. Let's just check. Have we done everything? Yeah, we've already checked that. And it is winter, so 8 o'clock is about perfect. 7's too early, it's too dark. We shall have a good look at the... I love this time of day. Ooh. First thing in the morning, I do love looking. I really do enjoy this, where you actually look for the... That's a small one, isn't it? Yeah, again, we're too far away from that, so I'm not going to indulge. Right, we shall sleep through and thinking about it. We have got to do our field. We have got plenty of time though. Yeah, we need to spray, don't we? And we've just sent our spray down. How's he doing? Brilliant. We shall do the same again. Let's sleep the night away. We've got nothing we can do. Oh, actually, I say that. Let's have a look at the contracts. Not usually, though. Yeah, no, there isn't. I was right. Right, well, at least we looked. I don't like to rush time away just for the sake of it, to be honest. It's snow. Oh, look at that frost. Beautiful. Wow, it's gorgeous. How is our work doing? That's all cultivating. I'm not doing cultivating. How are we doing? It's nearly there. January. I believe it is Sowing month is March, isn't it? I don't want to miss out. Sugar beet, yeah, it is March, and sugar cane. Not that we're needing to plant sugar cane this time, but sugar beet definitely. Right, okay then. So we've got plenty of product in our. We have indeed enough for quite a few days. Did I check the specials? Ooh. Now that, a mulcher, a 6-metre mulcher as well. Now that is too good a deal to miss. Yeah, we'll go for that, definitely. Especially with it being a 6-metre, that is a absolute bargain. Oh dear. Right. We are. See how is my sprayer doing? Oh, he's nearly there. Right. That is good. That's fantastic. Oh, look at the ground. Isn't that beautiful? Right. Let's just top this up. We shall weed our own field. Oh, can we do though? It's got snow on it. Can you still spray? That is the question. Can you? Let's see what it says. I would say not. I might be wrong. Let's see what happens. I would say it will say not. It makes sense it would say not, but let's try. It says a new beast. You have got to treat it as a new beast. I can't assume anything. The old rules we had in FS19 are, this is an awful lot of field work has changed completely. Okay. No, we can still kill weeds, which that's, yeah, don't know whether that's good, bad or ugly. I suppose most of those are on the surface, so I suppose you could argue that. Okay. Is this snow? Or is this what sugarcane looks like? Because the other fields are bare. Or is this what sugarcane looks like when it goes bad? You know, when it needs replacing? I'm sure it's good for 1 more year. We've had 2 harvests of sugarcane, so if it's 3 years, it's got 1 year left. To lime in places as well. Other field, I've not checked that. Don't know. Surely we'll be able to do our second coat of fertilising. Mind you, no apple. Oh no, we're not planting on this. Oh, I'm being silly now. We've already planted. We've just ascertained that. This is the 3rd year. Right. Left over here in the middle. We'll double check on the map though. I'm not going to trust to. Sure, there might just be a little bit just there. Looking at that, I don't think we're quite stretched that far. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, let's close that down. Let's top up though while I remember. I don't want to wander off to another contract or another field at some point and realise I've not actually topped up. Now then, does it? I think it takes from the front tank first, doesn't it? I'm sure it does. No. It takes from the back. Okay. smashing. Oh, crushing the bits and bobs around. Why have I got lights on? Okie dokie, let's have a look at the field then. So, got rid of the weed, some tiny little pink bits, a bit of lime on that right hand side and a bit down the middle. Could be bad lines though, but let's have a go. That's lime there and tip of the... Yeah, we will have a... Let's grab the weight as well. We will put some lime in. It's a bit annoying. Telehandler, I've not got time to faff around, so... Like, it's not like lime's expensive, is it, to be honest? Whoa. Let's grab this. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, other side. Still a bit where I am. Let's have another top up. That's the only thing I did say about this, is obviously it's but for our fields, 1,000 litres with having this buy point right here, we can it's not really the end of the world. It would be if I was doing it contracting with this. I think it'd be a bit of a deal breaker with only having 1,000 litres. Can't remember if we can expand this. I don't think by a lot. It's got a good spread though, and the fertilising on our little fields, this will do us fine. It's got to about here, I think. Wow, that's surely that fill rate's got to be wrong. That is shocking. Wow. Well, I do think that bit there is that weird line, but let's try. It's just a run straight down. We'll do that. Do one more. It's not going to hurt. One run straight down here. It should. Sort this out. Wow, that is absolutely cading it. Did do it though. Yeah, there's one tiny little patch. I'm happy with that. It's not got tiny weeny little bits of pink and one more fertiliser state, which we should truly be able to do now. My timer's just kicking in now, giving me a 10-second warning. So what we'll do is we will do one more dash of fertiliser and see if that takes effect. Okay, let's grab that. We'll do one more. See if this actually whether you can do that. I would imagine it would class that as a change of, and we've sprayed, so truthfully, let's have a quick look. I'm not going to do the whole field until I can see it's actually... Oh yeah, no, it did work. Excellent. That is definitely changing the fertiliser state to dark blue from light blue, so that's good. Fantastic. Yes, we will literally, yeah, if there's nothing doing, what we'll do is after this we shall just speed through to February and we'll leave it at that. Next month we will getting close to planting and sowing time. Should be okay. Yeah, smashing. There's a tiny bit. Again, I'm happy with that. I know it's not perfect, but I'm quite happy with that. Let's just make sure. Did we check contracts? Yes, we did. Or if we didn't, we check that. Yes, we did. Right. Shift Z then. One thing I would like to do. Let's grab the telehandler and bring him across. We're going to need him. Okay, and let's sleep the night. 8 o'clock. New year. Start of the new year. Well, we were in January, so that was the start of the new year, but what I mean is we're getting close. No, own it. You made a mistake. Yeah, we're in February now. Excellent. And the snow has gone. I can say I did miss one patch, didn't I? There, of spraying. Let's just tidy up. I hate leaving messy sort of workmanship. It's bad. Let's just get that last bit. I don't like sloppy workmanship. It's really... Let's remember to look for... Oh, look at our money. That is good. I'm well pleased with that. Should be able to do this in one sort of sweep, really. Why is that not... It's not killing him. Oh, okay. Weird. Because I've done it out of order or something? Or is it just... Should have killed it, shouldn't it? Oh, weeds are funny things. They are. They were in FS19. Sometimes they broke the normal rules. Right, where is the... Did I see the telehandler arrive? No, not yet. Let's just double check. I think it's... Yeah, it is. It's next month. Unless you're planting cotton, which we are not doing. Let's check my favourite time of the day. Bergman. Manure spreader. I'm not worried. I've already got an absolutely amazing telehandler. Extractor for making silage inline wrappers. Now that's not a bad thing. I mean, that is a super duper bargain. We're going to go into grass at some point. Ooh. Now that's special. I think we're going to buy that definitely. And I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we're going to buy the extractor as well. We know we're starting to get grass equipment. That is super duper. That's 3 or 4 times. That's nearly 40 grand's worth of equipment for 12,000. So license plate. Let's do a type 1, type 2. And yeah. Buy yes. And that, because I say I really would love to go into grapes, so that's a bargain because that's usually a lot more as well. Well, we know we've already got the Landini, which is specifically for grapes, so that's where we're going to leave it. 71,000, we're still doing well. We bought quite a lot of product. Yes, I definitely would like to do some grapes, so whether on one of these fields or when we expand further. Our grass equipment is coming on. We've got a mower. We do want the front one at some point, whether that's on a bargain, or I need to literally buy one anyway. They're not that expensive, to be honest, the front mowers. Let's have a look. Mowers, not the ones that I would go for, the 3 meters. So I can't see if we're looking. There we go, mowers. That's one I'd love to have a go of, but it's expensive as it is. You can actually buy the full set that's actually bigger than it for much, much less. So, how much is the set muscle? Oh, it's actually dearer than the Coon. Yeah, that's what I'd buy. That if I was going to buy any, would have that. So that makes a combined of 7.7 meters, which is not far off. I mean, it's only a little bit less than if you went for the butterfly setup, really. So I could live with that. It's not quite as graceful, but it does the same job. That would be my... I used to love the Nova Cat. I used to go for the ED one, the version that did the... I think that one actually does... yeah, it does, doesn't it? You can actually... forget my words. Wow, that's big. Yeah, I'll forget my words. I'll spit it out some other time. Windrows, that's the one. It windrows itself as well. So yeah, I don't know if in this that one does or not. Anyway, without any further ado, that is where we're going to leave things. Quite chuffed. Oh, let's have a look if there are any contracts for next time. Sewing. We've not really got a big enough sewer to actually try to do that, I don't think. We have got one though. Mind you, how big is that? We've actually got a planter, haven't we? So look how big 41 is. I think it's quite small. And it's right next door. Do you know? Let's go for it. We will accept the contract, and we don't want to borrow anything. Oh, it won't let me anyway. Oh, wow. Very presumptuous. Excellent. Right, we should get that done next time. That's fantastic. Let's get that set up. Let's go. We'll do it with our main tractor. Oh, no, one that is the back I want to do. Let's grab the planter. We'll get that filled. We only want seeds because it's a contract. If it was for ourselves, we would obviously also fertilise, but not for... Wow, that's a weight's damaged. Is this one that opens up? No, that is what it is, isn't it? Yeah. The bigger 4 metre one's the one that actually opens up. This is literally its full size. Not, I mean, it's good enough for us. You know, as a beginning, starting one, definitely. We want sunflower, sugar beet, cotton. We shall set this at the very edge of the field so we know that next time we are ready to rock and roll. Whether to actually, for once, let the worker do that and see how much it costs us to have a worker do that. So the seeds weren't terribly expensive. It's worth a shot. We've got to go for it to see. I think it'll be a mistake, but let's have a go. We will do one more sort of test tomorrow on that and let the worker do that one. Alright, so we have a contract next time. 71 grand in the bank. Why have we got... Why is the money going down? He's wasting our money. He's not even moved. Let's get it ourselves. Do you know, Gordon Bennett wasting money for ages, and all he did was just sit there. Ridiculous. I think we should be able to take the bale trailer, shouldn't we, ourselves? Sure we've got the right. I'm sure it's a pinch bolt connection. Okay, let's take that home. Spikes are down. That's where we're going to leave it. We'll just take this literally over to our place. Oh, wow, that's a bit wobbly. So we are getting quite a collection of grass stuff now. We just want the front mower, and we've pretty much got a full setup. Although it's weird, I've got a bale tray. Mind you, I didn't know I was going to get the loose. I didn't know I was going to get that, did I? And also, it doesn't mean to say we can't ever do bales. We could do. He's absolutely fast. We could do silage bales. We could shift something else on it as well. It doesn't have to be bales. But it is bigger than the ones we've got. We can get more bales on that than we could with anything else. Right, let me drop that down. Keep our attachments behind that. Let's grab the bucket, because that is what I think we're going to need next. To grab the seeds. Why did I pay for seeds when I've got a massive pile of them on the floor? You know, sometimes. Can't get the staff. My bad. Well, at least if we need some more, we're literally ready. And that is where we're going to leave it. Being as we are beginning to get up, I would love to put a... Mind you, this is what I was saying last time. Our yard is in a state of flux. We're going to obviously improve fields, but it's the... What I'd like to do is the sugar factory needs moving first, because we've already had this discussion where I said I'm going to move that. I've tried my best to try to make that right, and I can't do it. It will not let me use the landscaping tool in that area, because it's the edge of a field. It's weird, so I'm going to try and plant it up here where it's nice and flat. Put it up here where it's nice and flat once it's empty of all products, and then we'll put a shed once we know where everything's going, and then we can extend the fields somewhat, even if it's an L. My plan was originally to literally run straight down here from that all the way across here where this is all the yard, but that means that we can claim half of this as a field. We could have a big L, so, or still leave that edge in the little road there coming through here, but then use this section and join this up to our field here and just extend this one. That would work and be quite good and still look quite natural and not waste all of the roads. So yeah, anyway, just like to make plans so we know where we're going. But I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're going to continue on this journey with me. I think we are making some absolutely fantastic progress. Truthfully, we're sort of widening out our amount of tools. Yes, I know eventually we need to expand, but we've only got the small fields at the minute, so it's not like we need to go big all of a sudden. We shall see what we have to see. But anyway, for now I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.